MLB The Show's coach. Derek Fisher the next to bat. He will lead this one off today. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He went deep last night twice. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A bouncer to the left side. Adames brings it in. And there's out number 2.
Batting third.
Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2.
Ball that's outside.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Standing in, Jose Martinez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit on the ground to short. He's got it. And that's out number 1. So digging in now, Willy Adames, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is on the ground over to first. Shaw fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Now at the plate, Austin Meadows. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Fisher's under it. And that ends the inning. New inning set to get underway. And digging in is the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Hey Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first 2 nail biters, 2 close games, low scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat, and that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work. But I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
Now the 2-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And another foul ball. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
Here now the 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Knee high, he barehands it. There's one. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Count is 1-2 now. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Choi has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he struck him out. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Into the box now, Brendan Lau. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Yeah, and I think this is the case of a guy trying to rush it, hoping to turn a double play. And instead of getting 2 outs, they get 0 outs, and runners are on first and second.
To 2-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Here's the 2-2. Grounded to first. Shaw has it. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate. Relay to first is too late, so no double play, but no run scores. Coming to the plate now, Michael Perez, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Back now at Tropicana Field, home of the Rays, who have benefited from some solid pitching all season long. They enter the day near the top of the league in strikeouts, so this is a pitching staff that possesses a lot of dominant arms. One of them told me, the talent and pure stuff on this team is ridiculous. So as long as we're going after the hitters and commanding our pitches in the right spots, we'll have a lot of success. Most of the time that's the case, and that's because we trust in our abilities. It's pretty clear these guys are some of the best around at keeping the opposition off balance. Matt?
Thank you, Heidi. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Here's Joe Panik.
The second baseman.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. So striding forward now, Derek Fisher. His guys still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Three balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. The 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Into the box, Bo Bichette. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Reined in. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around. So striding in, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And the Rays are in the hit column.
The batter, number 1.
Into the box, Willie Adames. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Got him reaching there. Strike two.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Scooped up to panic covering. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. Now batting, Austin Meadows. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside. See if the fish are still biting.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Austin Meadows becomes out number 2 this inning. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Adames rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The Blue Jays had a lot of success at the plate yesterday. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. We played 3. All set for the start of the 4th. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
You know, D-Row, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
So stepping in, Rendell Grichuk, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So stepping in, Reese McGuire, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this...
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, that makes this one a lot more interesting here in the middle innings, D-Row. After being down by 1, big base hit drives in 2.
Yeah, that could be a huge knock right there, Dan, especially the way the bullpens have been throwing. They've been nasty. There's a lot of fuel out there, a lot of fire. Doesn't bode well for the offense.
This inning hasn't gone the way he wanted it to, but it's not a total disaster yet. Sometimes pitching is about damage control, so if he can strand these guys out there, that would be pretty huge.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Grounded up the first baseline. but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 runs already home here. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Scorched to third. Right to him. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The center fielder, number 13.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Coming over for it is Grichuk, but this will be into the crowd, a foul ball. Liner towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days.
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out. Stepping in now, Jose Martinez. 2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get in the...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for Tampa. They still trail it here 3-1. Colin Poche, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Colin Poche.
Digging in, Bo Bichette. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Lourdes Gurriel becomes the second out here in inning number 5. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. And he fouls this one off. Shin high, that's taken for a ball. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Liner toward right center, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but no.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up next will be Willie Adames. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far. So it's a good start to the inning for the Rays as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Now batting, right fielder,
Digging in once again, Austin Meadows. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The second for 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there.
Now batting.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Hunter Renfroe. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. 2 balls and a strike to count. All even now, 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Got to execute a good pitch right here. Runner at first is probably going to be on the move, and you got one of the better hitters on their team up at the plate.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Hunter Renfroe becomes out number 2 this inning. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. Rays. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. And he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Andrew Kittredge takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 36, Andrew Kittredge.
In now, Joe Panik. And he lays off again, ball 3.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The center fielder.
The 1-1. Misses ball 2.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Fastball misses upstairs as that moves things to 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Who thought he had ball 4, but instead it's strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
The designated hitter.
Next to bat for Toronto, Bo Bichette. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Panic, the runner at first with 2 gone. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. One more look at the big blow for. Leading off the inning, Brandon Lau, and they'll need him to get something going here. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Center field, giving chase is Fisher. He makes the running play. 2 down. So coming to the plate, Michael Perez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Rays answer right back on the solo home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. Now a 6-2. Chaz Rowe is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th. And that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. And they'll run this one in on him, and he here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The right fielder, number 15.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Margot's on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Now to the plate, Jose Martinez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Lined hard toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Jordan Romano comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now. One out now in the Tampa Bay seventh, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Strike taken up in the zone. Hit out towards second. Panic's got it. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
The left fielder, number 11.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Hunter Renfroe. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Striding in once again, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 2 for 4. Outside, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Reese McGuire will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game. Lays off 2-2 now. Got him.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Fouled away. Two, here it is. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Lineup stepping in, Derek Fisher. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far, and it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Fouled off. The 2-2. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that brings up the corner infielder Ji-Man Choi. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. The Jays are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Fisher is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 8.
Stepping in, Brandon Lau is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip. Seared down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now, Yandy Diaz. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the sub. Nick Anderson enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Anderson.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Turned on down the line. And this will get by him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
At the plate now, Teoscar Hernandez. And he will take strike 3 called as those runners stay put at second and third, and there's one away now. Digging in, Travis Shaw, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Diego Castillo enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. And he popped him up. Meadows coming in on it, but he won't get there. It falls in. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Still only 1 out in the inning. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line towards center field. Margot is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Now batting.
Ready now, Reese McGuire, and their runners at the corners now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to it. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Margot. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
1 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Hernandez is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th. Stepping in, Jose Martinez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series. 8-3 is today's final. The Blue Jays took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Ryan Borucki earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Yanni Chirinos was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Jordan Romano takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.